Hello friends, welcome back. So most of you, if you follow me, you knew that I was getting ready to decorate my tree. I've done a couple of DIYs preparing for it, and I've decided this year I wanted a rustic glam Christmas tree, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. So obviously the first thing I did was fluffed my tree, and even though it's pre-lit, I added more lights, and then I add my snow. This is buffalo snow, and I buy it at Walmart. It seems like I've gotten it at Home Depot before too, and I think that Home Depot has a better price on it. So it's basically like pillow batting, and it takes me about an hour to do. I go through each branch and I make sure and pull it over the lights, but kind of thin it out so it really causes the lights to glow. I prefer this to a flocked tree because I can put the snow exactly where I want it, and I love how it looks. I love it so much. I could just do this to my tree and love it. I am adding ribbon to my tree now. So the ribbon that I'm using is this black and white buffalo check from Walmart. And this gorgeous, glittery, elegant looking ribbon, also from Walmart. And this beautiful shimmering ribbon, also from Walmart. And I am going to be using some glitter tulle from the Dollar Tree. I have my scissors and my floral wire ready to go. So I'm just going to cut myself a piece of wire off. Doesn't have to be that big. And it's only that big. So what I'm doing is I am grabbing a piece of this. I'm just going to pull a big strand of it out. I'm going to make a little bit of a loop and pinch it together. All of my ribbon is wired ribbon. Grab a piece of this one. I'm going to do the same thing. Actually, I'm going to make it just the loop just a tiny bit bigger and pinch it together. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. So this is a little bit time consuming, not too bad. I mean, if you're committing yourself to decorating your tree, then it's really no big deal. So just gonna create another loop here. And you guessed it, same thing with the tulle. A little bit of a loop. Make it as poofy as you like. And then I'm going to cut. So I'm going to cut them all around the same length, but not exactly the same. Grab my little bunch here. I'm going to fluff them up in a minute. First I'm going to wire them together. And I'm just going to pull it like this. So I've got the wire pieces sticking out the back like that. Just goes right through there. I'm going to twist it together as tight as I can get it. And I'm going to leave these two pieces open like that, so I can use it to attach to my tree. They're kind of all different lengths at the bottom. And I'm going to fluff up my bows at the top a little bit. Spread out my tulle. And then I'm just gonna find another spot on my tree. Okay, so I have one here, and it comes in here, and then I let the ribbon hang down at the end. And I've got another one here, tucked in, and then it hangs down. So I think I'm gonna put one about right here. So I'm just gonna kind of zigzag it down the tree, and then I'll go around the sides and the back because I am in front of a window, so put it about right here.
And then I'm gonna fluff it out. That. Pull these branches apart just a tiny bit. And cascade my ribbon down the tree. I'm just gonna pull my ribbon in, and I'm gonna pinch it together so it comes in at and it has like a waist, the ribbon itself. And notice how I'm arranging my ribbon individually. It's because I want to shape them where I want. I want to put them exactly where I want, so I can see and showcase which ones I want. So I always add the tulle on top. It just softens everything. I'm going to dovetail the ends of my ribbon. You don't have to. You can just cut it at a diagonal if you want. The only one that I'm not going to dovetail is the tulle. It doesn't need it. I have got all of my ribbon on the tree. And at this point, I'm just going to start adding some ribbon periodically to add some extra shimmer.
Okay, so I wanted to give you a close-up look at what I've been doing, just in case you couldn't see well enough, so you can see the ribbon, how I'm arranging it, and what I've done so far.
I'm going to create little cascades down from the top, and I'm going to use this ribbon again, and I'm going to introduce a couple of different kinds, and these will be added throughout the tree, and I'm not going to tie them together. I'm just going to add them individually. I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to pinch it together. So with this one, I'm not going to let the bottom hang down. I'm going to go ahead and tuck it in as well, just like that.
So at this point, I'm just going to go all over the tree. I'm adding one kind of ribbon at a time and making sure that it's dispersed over the tree equally and can be seen equally around the tree.
And you can always use, obviously, you can obviously use a branch to hold it into place. So now I'm going to add some silver sequins. Again, I got this one from the Dollar Tree.
Okay, so here's how it's looking so far. I love the ribbon. Actually, I think it would be beautiful with just ribbon on it. So yeah, this is how it's looking so far.
Today is actually the next day. I got busy yesterday. I did manage to get my extra lights put on. This tree is pre-lit, and if you're wondering where I got my tree, I got it at True Value Hardware, of course. And for those of you that don't know, it's because my husband and I own a True Value hardware store. So I got my lights on, I got my snow added, and I've got my ribbon put on. I love how it looks. So today I'm gonna go ahead and start adding ornaments, the fun part. So I've decided that when my lights are on, it's probably a little bit harder for you guys to see. So I'm gonna leave the lights off for right now. So we'll see how these flocked florals did, because I flocked them myself. If you missed that video, I will leave it up above, and I'll also link it in the description box below. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with my florals. I think I'm gonna start with the sticks. So yeah.
Aren't those beautiful and sparkly?
Yeah, this is definitely adds a lot of texture to a tree. So I'm gonna stick with the smaller ones up closer to the top and the bigger ones closer to the bottom. Okay, that went perfectly. I literally had no fallout from the branches. I'm gonna add my lamb's ear next. Isn't that gorgeous? I love these. Hopefully I don't have any fallout with them. Ooh, I love how that looks. That's so pretty. Okay, I'm getting a tiny bit of fallout. You can see it on my sleeve here. It just looks like a couple of little snowflakes. It's not a lot. I love these boxwood. How pretty is that? So I'm gonna just start filling in some of the gaps in the tree, because there's a few, and I'll probably fill the majority of those with ornaments later, but I wanna start building that process now. Oh, how pretty. I love the contrasting green. That really stands out and looks nice. Okay, so you can see here how gorgeous that contrasting green looks. Isn't that just so beautiful? I love that. I so love how these turned out. And again, if you missed it, I'll add the video on how to flock your own florals. The bunches were about this big for $5 at Walmart, and I flocked them myself. I think I got 4 bunches. So absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding them. Look at that, I'm like, oh, I'm snowy. It's not a lot of fallout, but definitely a little bit, for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna mix them in with the sticks, and then just around too, because I have enough florals that I can kind of spread them all over the tree.
Okay, I've got all my florals added. Those magnolia flowers are gorgeous on this tree. I love them. And yeah, I really love that contrasting green too. It's beautiful.
I purposely wore black today so that you could see the amount of fallout, because many of you wanted to know with the home flocked florals, and I think they did great. There's a little bit of fallout on the floor, and I will show you that in just a bit. I'm not going to clean up the floor. I will show you. I'm going to use some of these now, and I got these at the Dollar Tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So what I'm going to do, I don't like the leaves on them, so I'm going to take off the tag. So I'm going to take off the leaves. I don't like the leaves. I don't want them on there. So pop the tops off, take off all of the leaves, and I'm just gonna drop them on the floor. So when I show you the floor, it'll be a mess. That's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna put these back on here, just like that. So I'm gonna start putting these in the tree. Go ahead and start in on some ornaments, and I'm going to start with my Glam ornaments, and then I'll move into my cabin ornaments later, and I'm going to be very selective with those. So because these are bigger ornaments, I'm going to add them in areas that are bigger, like the bigger gap right here. So I'm actually going to add it back a little bit. And right in here. So I'm actually not used to decorating a tree without the lights on, but I just felt like it was really hard for you guys to see. So yeah, I'm gonna add these. I am gonna push them back in the tree a little bit. I don't want them in the forefront, I want them back. I've got a tote here with a lot of pine cones. My kids and I painted these pine cones many years ago, and it's a fun, simple DIY you can do with your kids, and you can paint them any color. These just happen to be white tips with glitter on them. So I've got quite a few of them. Some are a little bit bigger, some are a little bit smaller. You can buy, look at how sparkly that is. You can buy pine cones at Michael's or Hobby Lobby in bags, and I do believe they have bigger ones. I was lucky enough, I picked these up off of the ground in Goldendale, Washington. That's where my daughter Stormy lives. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add these in the tree here and there, filling in those holes. It's just adding such a natural element to my tree. I love it. I got these at Walmart last year. I just think they're so beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these. I've got 4 of them. Okay, next I have a whole variety of these ornaments. I was lucky enough to get a huge amount of these at a garage sale many years ago. I have exactly 4 of these big snowflakes. I have 2 with the feathers, and then I have 2 that are just the plain fur with the silver handle. So again, if you missed the video on how to make these ornaments, I'll leave the link in the description box below. I have 3 of these gray chenille ornaments, and I'm gonna go ahead and add these. These are some that I made as well. Okay, so I have these plain white, they're very pearl and shiny. I got these at Walmart as well. So instead of using a hook on these, I'm gonna use some black ribbon. And the reason being is because I have the black and white buffalo check in here, and it's just peeking out in little spots. And I want to tie a little bit more black into the tree. So at this point, I'm gonna add these ornaments that I found at the Dollar Tree. I love them. I do not think they look like Dollar Tree ornaments. So I didn't do anything to them. I am just gonna hang them just as they are. Hey guys, do you remember these ornaments? These were another one of the DIYs. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these to the tree. I have 5 of these. I got these at the Dollar Tree. I love them. They come in 2-packs. So I'm gonna go ahead, I got a lot of them too. So I'm gonna go ahead and at least add a few of these. Okay, I've only got 3 of these. I got these at Walmart. I love how they're silver, but they're not like shiny glamorous silver. They're more like a gunmetal, just really rustic. So I got 3. I'm gonna go ahead and add those. I really love those. Okay, what's next? I got these at Walmart as well, and there's 4 of them in here.
Okay guys, here is another close-up look at how everything's coming together. I feel like when I've got the camera back, you probably can't see as well. So I want to take you step by step and show you, like I said, how everything's coming together. I think it's beautiful and I love how it's turning out.
All I have left to do is the top of the tree. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the top because I don't have room for an angel or like beautiful sticks with lots of, bling or ting or, extra stuff to put up there. I just don't have room. So what I am gonna use are these flowers, and I'm gonna make myself a top. I'm just gonna make a little halo on top of the tree. This. Perfect.
Okay, so I should mention that I got these flowers at the Dollar Tree. And again, I'm not crazy about those leaves. So I'm just gonna push those to the bottom of the little branches and put them in the tree. That silver garland kind of hides those leaves that I don't like. So yeah, I'm just gonna put those all the way around the top of the tree. Some are white and some are silver.
Okay guys, there's my top. I might experiment with it a little bit more. Let me know your thoughts on it. Yeah, I'm not used to having a top that's going out. I'm used to just an angel or a star, usually an angel at the top of the tree. So anyway, it feels a little unusual for me. I'm not sure if I like it, but the colors go. So I'm very happy with my tree this year. Just for reference, here's the floor. Yes, I've made a mess, but you can see any fallout. There's a little. It's not bad, but many of you had asked about fallout from the flocked florals. So, okay guys, last thing, I want to turn my lights on so you can see what it looks like with the lights. So I can see what it looks like with the lights on. It's glowing.
Okay guys, here it is finished. I absolutely love how glittery and sparkly and just absolutely gorgeous this turned out. I absolutely love it. I can't say it enough. So happy with those florals and the lack of fallout. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you're having a great day. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.